Water and Irrigation Committee is speaking about abductions. But from what I hear the examples he's giving is the work of criminal elements, like the person is speaking about. And those are issues I thought the member and all of us should, even as we express our concerns on the rates of crime in the country, that we must be careful and cautious that we do not use the floor of this House to admonish our security agencies, not even to recognize the good work. For instance, it took less than a very few days, Honorable Speaker, from the time the Isli killings happened to the time the young lady unfortunately was killed in Kilimani, for the DCI to apprehend the suspect, and even for the member on the floor to get to know. Therefore, describing all these things as abductions, I know it is politically expedient and very good for the public gallery to be speaking about abductions. And there's a trend, Honorable Speaker, I must say so, that today in this country, even people who are legitimately arrested by policemen are booked into police cells, known police cells, are produced before courts of law. Those are being described as abductions. Probably we should, even as we engage, Honorable Speaker, be able to define what is an abduction. You saw the other case, Honorable Speaker, only this week or last week. A wife to somebody is in Nairobi, is also married to another man in Narok. The husband in Nairobi reports that the wife has been abducted. So I don't know whether that was an abduction or is a case of people stealing other people's wives. Now tomorrow, if the Honorable Bowen moves to Marakwet East with my wife, will I report my wife as having been abducted? Or do I say I have been unable to do certain things that the Honorable Bowen has managed to do? I mean, Honorable Speaker, I was only pointing out to say that we must be careful as leaders because we have a national platform. The adjectives we use to describe incidences. When a murderer murders people, that is a murderer. When someone is abducted by criminals and the police apprehend, at least let us have also the decency to congratulate, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate DCI Amin and his team of security officers in the operations department, because they have moved with speed. When the Kware killings were happening, Honorable Speaker, it took them less than a week to apprehend the suspect. But it took the police a very short time, the Kenya police, to allow that suspect to escape from lawful custody, Honorable Speaker. Those are the issues I would expect that as leaders we should be addressing. Commend our officers when they do well, encourage them to do better, to apprehend suspects, but also avoid the temptation to brand every other criminal activity as an abduction. And I know there are also elements among us who want to make all these things look like they're abductions by the police. Missing persons, I appreciate what Millie Odhiambo has said, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, that there are even missing persons who just disappear now, also found. There are those who are arrested, and they say they were abducted. Criminals must be arrested, and they will be arrested, and they must be produced before courts of law, as happens, in accordance with our Constitution, Honorable Speaker. So I just want to encourage, Honorable Speaker, since this was a general statement, that even as we engage, let us be cautious. Let us not use this opportunity to play to the gallery, to speak to what you think is politically expedient and will excite people out there. Let us be responsible as leaders.
Very well, Leader. Honorable Bowen, just take the next 1 minute. I'll just give maybe one more comment here and one more here, and then we proceed because it's not a substantive motion.
Yes, Mr.
Bowen,
Speaker.
proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I said, and I want to be clear, I said even as our security officers addresses the issues of abductions in the country, I've said, Mr. Speaker, the issues of insecurity and